Dan Childs, who wins the Champions League, starts on Tuesday.
I've had a good look at this. I just think, if you remember this time last year, after Paris Saint-Germain had put that fantastic attack together, I think they were virtually favourites, weren't they, to win it? Now I know they've yet again flattered to deceive. They won their group, didn't they? Finished ahead of Bayern Munich, were very strong in the group. And then fell against Real Madrid. Got an unbelievably tough draw, really. When you think that to win your group and then get Real Madrid is harsh, really. I know
that first leg could have gone the other way.
First leg, they were the better team for much of that first leg. So really, I'm looking at it again, and they're about fifth, I think, on the market now, and around 7-1. So I just think they're a little bit. You can argue they're overpriced now. I think with the Champions League, you need a bit of luck. There's a lot of teams. I'm looking at it, and there's about 10 teams you can make a realistic case for winning it. But I like to have the team who I think's got the best attack, and you look at that attack, it's covering all bases really. With Cavani as your power, Neymar's one of the best footballers on the planet, and Mbappe's fast becoming one of the best attackers on the planet. So, for me, I know you can argue about the deficiencies in the rest of the side. Every one of those teams near the top of the market has got weaknesses, but I would just go with them because I think they've got the best attack.
Okay, Jason, take us through Paddy Power's latest Champions League betting, if you would.
So favourites, Man City 11-2. You can get Barcelona at 6-1. We still have Juventus a bit short, I think, at 13-2. PSG there 7-1. Real Madrid 17-2, shortening a bit. Bayern Munich 8-1. Liverpool were joint top price there 12-1. And Atletico Madrid 12-1. And then you have Spurs 25-1 and United 20-1 with us, but there's bigger out there on them.
Okay, thank you very much. And Jason, give us your best bet for match week 1.
Match week 1 of the Champions League?
Yeah.
For me, I think Valencia have started real slow in Spain, and I think Juventus, with the Ronaldo factor, I think they're short in the outright, but they've been good in the Champions League. Probably overall top 3 team in the last 4 or 5 years. They're always consistently getting to the latter stages. Very good manager, Allegri, who can actually change it up tactically as well and make a difference. So Juventus away to Valencia, I would look at, but when it comes to Champions League betting, just wait and see how all the weekend matches go before you go backing. In the outright though, personally, I think Atletico Madrid are a very good bet. There's 16-1 out there on them. The final is being played in the Wanda, Atletico Madrid's home stadium, so I think if they were in the final, that's something that you'd have to factor into the price too. And Diego Simeone's record in knockout competitions is second to none, and he's already gotten them to Champions League finals before. They have started poor in La Liga, which they did last year too, and came better in the second half of the season. If they were out of a title race in the second half of the season in La Liga, they'll put all their eggs in this basket too. So I think Atletico Madrid in the outright is a good bet.
Right, Mark, you're not allowed to answer the Champions League question because we've got a super duper pull-out on Tuesday, haven't we?
We have,
in the Racing Post. Make sure you read that, and Mark will be naming his tips there, so you can't answer that one. Sorry, my friend.
No, I agree with Jason though, about going through the card. A lot of interesting.
Do you like
questions.
him this week?
Do you? Yeah. The one I'll do is match day 1. Shakhtar Donetsk at home to Hoffenheim. I mean, it's at home normally. They're playing Ukraine, but not in Donetsk. But actually, they've won 6 of their last 7 home matches. Hoffenheim struggled in the Europa League last season. I think these smaller Bundesliga teams, when they come into Champions League and even Europa League, they're not used to playing Saturday, Tuesday. It's alien to them. They haven't got the squad. They've got quite a lot of injuries as well at the moment. Shakhtar have lost Fred, they've lost Bernard, but they're still I think a strong enough team to. They're 11-10 at home to Hoffenheim. Feels very big to me.
Dan.
Yeah, I'm going to go for Atletico Madrid. Their first game's away to Monaco. I agree with Jason. I think it's going to be, with them having the final at their ground, they're going to be really keen to do well, especially after last year as well. They made such a pig's ear of the group stage. Obviously, in the end, went on to win the Europa League. I just think that the team they're playing, they've actually signed one of their best players, signed Lamar from Monaco. Monaco have also lost Fabinho and Matinho, lost the heart of their midfield, really, and they're struggling at the start of the season.
Well, so are Atletico. I mean, I've got so many eggs in that basket.
Struggling in a much tougher league, though. I mean, they've lost one game, Atletico. Monaco have already lost to Bordeaux and Marseille in the French league. They've had a really poor start. So, and it's the sort of ground Monaco as well. It's not one of the most intimidating grounds to go to and win away from home. So I would fancy Atletico.
Probably the least intimidating.
Well, exactly. Yeah,
it's empty. It's those are things, millionaires.
Those are things you got to look at as well when you're looking at an away bet. You know that it will affect the price. You know how much chance they got depending on how intimidating the arena is. So.